Hey guys, this is Becca. I am back for my week 69 check-in of my online drawing training program, now painting training program. I am on my third week of self-portraits. I know so much more about my face than when I started. Don't look too closely because I'm, after 29 years of life, recognizing all these weird things about my face. It is such a strange process. You're like, how have I looked in the mirror every day for 29 years and not noticed these weird idiosyncrasies about my face? Anyway, so just don't look too closely. It's a little embarrassing. So this week I started working on the Zorn palette, which is basically a yellow, red, and blue-black color palette, which is surprisingly versatile. And obviously, as you guys know, I don't have a lot of background in color theory, so this was, I wouldn't say frustrating, but it was a little bit stressful because I get a color that I thought was pretty close, and then it would be like, well, should I try red? Nope, definitely not red. Should I try yellow? Nope, definitely not yellow. So I had to just redo it, remix colors so many times, and I felt like I was guessing because I was guessing. And that was, it definitely got better towards the end. Like the more I started to understand how the colors mixed together, it got less stressful and I felt like a little bit more predictable. But ultimately, obviously I am in way over my head right now in this painting program, and that's kind of how it was set up. So I have to keep reminding myself that that is okay. This is not a Watts style approach. It is not step by step. It is not like tiny incremental changes. It's a crash course. It is a course that is about learning fundamental and basic understanding of approaches to figure painting and obviously portrait painting. So it's a totally different approach, and I'm really happy to try different things because I have always been really conscious of not getting too stuck in one school of thought and thinking that one way is always the right way to do something. This is just a totally different approach, and I'm trying to be patient and transition a little bit to thinking differently and trying something new because I think there's a lot of merit to both approaches to learning. So, if anybody's watching this that's a very good painter, I'm sure these are full of really amateur mistakes. It's hard to post them knowing that because to me some of them look pretty decent, but I know at the same time that there's all these things, as you study, you learn more about things that you shouldn't do, like never make the whites of the eyes white or whatever, but things that you just don't know when you're starting. So while these are improved, I just know that there's all these like weird little mistakes that are preventable, and hopefully I will learn those things pretty soon, or over the next 10 years, whenever it happens. The most notable thing about these is that they are wildly inconsistent. Like one will be catastrophically bad and the next one will be pretty decent. They actually, it's amazing that they were all painted by me because to me they just look so different, and it's so unpredictable how they're going to turn out because I don't really have the skills to be consistent. And I think that's what separates somebody who's very, very skilled from an amateur, is that you can consistently produce good results versus like sometimes you accidentally make something that's pretty good. And I think a lot of people don't really see the value necessarily in spending a lot of time doing tedious exercises like color mixing and doing basic shapes and fundamentals, because they don't necessarily make you better, they make you more consistent. So that is really what I think the point of the Watts program is versus doing something like this. This helps you understand where your weaknesses are, but ultimately if you want to be more consistent, you just have to put in the hours and repeat things over and over again. Oh, that was a lot. I had a lot to say. So this is my second, so I have one more week of portraits, and I think we're doing the same palette next week. I'm not sure, but I will be back next week with the last week of portraits, so I'm sure you guys are totally sick of seeing my face. That's fine. Only one more week. Hang in there. Okay, on to the paintings.